I disgusted myself. It was like I could see myself talking, like the way you talk in the silent prayer, how you say you see you looking at the not you. It's like I could see myself talking to her, trying to convince her and scheme and worm my way into trying to figure out something to keep her with me. And it's like,
but if she tried to come back, don't take her back. Don't cry or do anything. Just say no. It's over. Oscar, welcome to the show. You're on the air.
hi, Jesse. Thank you for taking my call.
Yes, sir.
I'm calling. It's only been about 12 hours. So I've been married to my wife for a little over 10 years now, and she's about 10 years younger than I was. I met her when I had just kind of was in the process of getting divorced from the mother of my children, and my mom was dying of cancer at the time, and I was just in a pretty bad spot. And we got together. She had a boyfriend. We got together. We were fooling around. She left him for me. It was unhealthy, but we kind of stuck with it, and we ended up getting married, and we've been together now for 10 years, and I've got 3 children. I've got an 18-year-old son, a 16-year-old daughter, a 12-year-old son.
With her?
No, with a different woman that I divorced right around the time that her and I got together.
Oh, okay. All right.
And I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. I've been in a fallen state for a long time. I've been smoking pot. I've listened to my thoughts. I've been a beta male my whole life, and just in the past couple of years, I've really tried to come around and start focusing on myself and not focusing on others. And I've been trying to do the silent prayer, and I do it every day and every night. I lay down and do it. I don't sit up, so I should sit up and do it. I know that. And I've been doing it with her, and it's like she's my best friend. And as far as I knew, there was no problems. And it's like last night she was kind of acting weird, didn't want to eat dinner. And I said, what's going on? And she said, I just don't want to say it. And I said, just tell me what's going on. And she said, I just don't want to be with you anymore. And I said, just like that? And she said, I just guess I fell out of love with you a year or so ago, and I don't want to do it anymore. And it's just, I stayed up all night, didn't sleep, talked to her about it, just trying to figure out what's going on in her head. She says, I've been doing the silent prayer, and she's been doing the silent prayer, and I've been trying to, hold my thoughts in captivity, and I've been trying to not have anger and lead my kids in the right way. I mean, I watch a lot of your videos, and I've been trying to take it to heart, and I felt that I was really improving. Like, my anger's gone. I mean, I'm not thinking about things that have happened to me in the past, and I really felt that she was on a good path too, and so it just kind of hit me out of nowhere. There was no sign of it, and I'm just torn up about it, and I don't want to be, but it's hard because it's like she's my best friend, and it's like I haven't even told my kids yet, and they love her like a mother, and I'm lost. I don't know what to do.
And your question for me is what?
I'm not sure how to handle it. Should I just watch and wait? I mean, she wants to separate from me. She thinks it's unfair. She said we should just pull the Band-Aid. It's not worth just trying to hash it out. It's like she feels the way she feels, and it'd be bad for both of us just to persevere in something that's not working. But I mean, from my side, everything was great. I love her to death. She's a wonderful woman. She's great with my kids. And I guess my question for you is, should I just let her go and pray and trust in the Lord that everything will work out? And should I try talking to her more?
What are you feeling right now?
Grief, loss. I mean, we both work for public schools. I'm getting a degree to teach math, and she works with disabled high school kids, and we both love working with kids, and we're very close. We spend all of our free time outside of work together. We read books together, we play games, we read music, we play music, watch TV. I mean, it's just, we spend every moment together, and it's just a joy to be around her. And I felt that was the same for me. And to hear that from her just, I don't know, broke my heart. And it's like, I feel like I'm losing not only my my significant other, but I'm losing my best friend too at the same time.
Right.
I'm
Well,
just having a hard time processing it and how to go forward. I'm not going to kill myself or something. I'm not like that. I wouldn't do that to my children. My children are wonderful kids, work hard in school. They don't have cell phones. They're good, hardworking kids. And I know it's going to break their hearts because they love her a lot too.
were they living with you and this wife?
They spend 4 days of the week with us, and they spend 3 days of the week with their biological mom. She's here in the same town, just 20 minutes
okay.
away.
Okay.
And we're on good terms with her. I mean, there's no animosity between me and the kid's mom. I mean, she knows that I'm married. She's met and she's friendly with my current wife, and
Okay.
yeah.
Well, the first thing I would recommend that you listen to the song, I'm all out of love. I'm so lost without you. Remember that song?
Oh, I do, yeah.
First of all, I want to say you're never in love with her, and the pain that you feel right now is all ego pain. And the only thing that she was doing for you was making you comfortable in your ego. You have made her your God. And now your God is gone, and reality is setting in that your God is gone, and the pain that you're feeling is not you at all. This is a very good thing that has happened. I would give her the finger and let her go, and I wouldn't ask her back. I wouldn't try to get her back. I wouldn't do anything but go through the ego death so that you would never end up in the same situation again looking for someone to give you love. She doesn't have love, and you don't have love. It was all hate. It was fake. And you were not in love, so you're not falling out of love. You're just losing your God that gave you a false sense of love. I would encourage you to suffer through this, do the silent prayer, watch those thoughts, and let that ego die so you can be free from this. And if you already have 3 children, there's no reason to get married again anyway. You already have children, and soon you will have grandchildren, and you don't need that. You need to just overcome the fallen state.
I think you're exactly right, because it's like, she is my God. It's like, we spend all our time together, and it's like, we have sex all the time, and it's like, we're always hugging and kissing, and it felt so good. And it's like, to hear that, it was like the rug got pulled out from under me, and it's like, geez, that's like, what am I going to do now? I got nothing. And I want that ego today. I can feel it. It's like, you say it's a spirit in me, and it's like, I can, trying to fight back tears here. It's like, I know it's not me feeling that.
Right. And she never loved you, and you never loved her. You both were using each other for ego thrills, false feelings of ego feeling, which is you call love, is just still hate. It's not love. It's just a good feeling. And the devil makes you think that that's love. That's not love. She never loved you, and you never loved her.
Yeah, and it's hard to think I spent so much time with her. It's like 10 years, and day in, day out. It's like, it felt like love. I mean, maybe I just don't know what love feels like. I know what love feels like for my children.
Right, but there is no feeling in love. The love feeling love that you're feeling is hate. It builds you up and lets you down. It builds you up. You feel good. You feel bad. It's the same spirit. It's all evil. It's not love. In God's love, there's no feeling. He's a dispassionate God. Satan is a passionate God. So it was just all fake. It was never real.
I appreciate you, Jesse. And I know it's going to be hard, and it's like, I'm going to persevere. I'm going to pray. I know it says to pray without ceasing. I'm going to try.
Well, pray without ceasing simply means stay present instead of lost in your head about the past or future, which is all an illusion. Now that she's gone, that's over with now. It's gone. It doesn't exist anymore. And so, and
the devil comes and tells me all these thoughts about, because it's like, my mom and dad are dead. I never got a chance to forgive them. I mean, I've always wanted to ask you, like, how do you forgive your mother if she passed away before you tried to come out of that fallen state? My mom had been dead for right around the same time I got married, actually. And it's like, my dad, I never knew him, but he passed away. And I got no grandparents. And the only person I have who's like a parent to me is her father, who's a good guy. And it's like, I feel like I'm going to lose him as a person in my life. And like,
Well,
friends
that's
that we
why
had
that's
together.
happening, so you can lose all of your false gods. And now you have to deal with you, and you have to overcome the not you, which is the ego. And you've been looking outside for all these things to make you feel better. And it wasn't helping you at all. It was keeping you in darkness. It was keeping you in the fallen state. And so everything you're going through right now, the thoughts, the feelings, the fear, the loneliness, your parents had the same thing, and they did the best they could, but they couldn't help themselves either. Just like the ego, which is of the devil, is driving you. It was driving your mother because she hated her mother, your father because he hated his father. And now that you're going through this, you're going to understand what's happening inside of you, what's happening with them too. And that way, by seeing that you can't help yourself, it will help you to understand they couldn't help themselves, and that will cause you to forgive them since they're dead.
Yeah.
They
I'm gonna do my best. It's just, I don't want to have animosity towards her. I mean, I don't want to have hateful feelings.
It's
like,
not her fault that you were weak. You were already that way when she met you, and that's why you went from one God to another one.
I was scared to be alone. It's like, first thing I thought of last night was just, I've got kids, and it's like, I'm not alone.
Hold on, buddy. Hold on. Oscar's wife want to leave him, and he's feeling pain about it. So, Oscar, let me just say this to you. I recommend you stop looking on the outside of you for friends or someone to make you feel better, because only the spirit of the Father can make you feel better, and He would do that by taking away the false you. You're not your thoughts, you're not your feelings, you're not your body, and the pain that you're feeling now is not even you either. It's in your body, but it's not you. It's the spirit of evil that made a home in you when your mother turned you away from your father. And what you're yearning for is not to be married, is not to have friends, is not that her father would not play with you anymore. It's not to try to find comfort in your children, but to return to the Father. That emptiness you have, that like something is missing, you're looking for the love of a Father. So you got to die from that ego so that you can be a free man within.
And Jesse, it's just one of the things she said to me last night is, I've been trying to work on the silent prayer and let go of my thoughts and my feelings. And one of the things that she said, you've been doing this silent prayer, you've been having less emotions, and I just don't feel like you ever want to listen to how I feel. I want to talk to somebody who cares about my feelings, and when I'm upset, who wants to hear how I'm feeling. And she said, there's this guy that I work with, and it's like, I got a crush on him. I've never done nothing with him, but he's someone who I can talk to, and he listens to me, and he wants to talk to me about my feelings. And it's just like, I know it's wrong, and it's like, I don't want to do that. And then I found myself talking to her, and I disgusted myself. It was like I could see myself talking, like the way you talk in the silent prayer, how you say you see you looking at the not you. It's like I could see myself talking to her, trying to convince her and scheme and worm my way into trying to figure out something to keep her with me. And it's like, it disgusted me. And I don't want to, I know I shouldn't have disgust, but it was like, I could see it from like I was outside myself, but I couldn't help it. I really couldn't help it.
I understand that. But it's okay. Just come back to the prayer and watch. Don't judge yourself for that. It's enough to see that you can help it. And the reason you couldn't help it, because something else is driving you. Something else is causing you to think and feel the way you're feeling. And it's not you. It's that spirit you're possessed in the mind and emotion with the spirit of evil. And that's what drives us all until we are able to overcome it. And you're in a perfect place now to overcome it. And when that woman said that you don't you don't care about my feelings. You don't talk to me at all. What she's saying is, you don't let me control you anymore. You're not worshiping me. I'm going to go and find a beta male that will worship me, that will listen to me. It was all about her. You're not doing that anymore because you're starting to overcome it, and she hates you for that. And it's not her, but it's that evil spirit that made a home in her too. And so she's just going to go out and find another beta male to worship her. She's going to get him sex to worship her, and it won't be love. It'll be the same thing.
I want to wish her well. I don't want to have bad feelings for her. Like you said, I don't give her the finger. Just bye, see you later. I want to be past it. I mean, it's so fresh, but it's like I know what you're saying is true, and I want to do it. And I'm gonna pray. I'm gonna pray in the morning and night and just observe it. And
yeah, because
I worry she's going to come back and she's going to say, I was wrong. I do love you. I'm confused. And it's like, then I'm going to get confused and I'm going to make a stupid decision again. It's like,
is that happening now?
It's not happening now. No.
So why think about something that's not happening? You don't know if that's going to happen or not. You want to be whole and not think about the so-called past or the future. And the way you be whole is stay present. Because you don't know if that's going to happen or not. And if it does happen, if you work on you will see how to deal with that. Because you may not even want her back. Why would you want hell back in your life, right? So you might not even want her back, but I wouldn't think about that right now. I'll just work on me for now. And all the pain you're feeling is all ego, it's evil. And God said that in order for us to live, we must die. And so what's need to die is everything that you're feeling, everything that you're thinking about this and that situation. You must die. You got to go through this hell. And on the other side of this hell that you're going through is paradise right here on earth.
I appreciate you, Jesse. I'm going to do it. And kill that ego. The only way to kill it's just through silent prayer and watching my anger. I mean,
and don't call it your anger anymore so that you can stop identifying with it. That is not you. That's the nature of evil. And so don't call loneliness you. Don't call anger you. Whatever you're feeling, stop identifying with it. It's not you. It's that spirit that made a home in you. When you became angry as a kid, your mother turned you away from your father.
Yeah, I realize I do say that all the time. I'm angry, I'm sad, I'm lonely, I'm this, I'm that, and it's like I identify with all of it, and
right.
I hate it. I don't want to.
And don't hate it. It's enough to see it. And it's all those identities, all of those I ams. You got to die from the I ams because you're none of those things. Never have been, never will be. It's just false identities. So stop claiming those things as you. They're not you.
God bless you, Jeff. Thank you for talking to me. I really do appreciate your time and your wisdom. I will get through this with God's help. And
yeah, you will, because especially all you got to do, man, is just relax. And yes, you feel the pain in your body, but it's not you and it's not your pain. It's the ego death. And so just relax and go through it. Don't call her up, asking her back. Don't text her. Don't, whatever you do, FaceTime. Just go through it, and you will never have to go through this again. You'll have a whole life, and it'll be amazing.
Thank you, Jesse.
So let yourself die from this, man. It's not you dying. It's the devil that made a home. We are all possessed in the mind and in the and emotions. And now you have a perfect opportunity to die from that.
I will. I'll call you back in the future and let you know how I did.
Absolutely.
I'm going to do it.
And the devil going to talk to you. He's going to tell you to call her up, do this and do that, and don't believe it. He doesn't want to depart from you, so he's going to continue to pretend to be you, so he can keep you in your hell, in the hell.
Yeah, I've already thought those things. Maybe I should send her a text. Maybe I should drive around and see where she's at parked. And
don't do it.
I won't.
Take the pain of not doing it so you can overcome it.
You have my word, Jesse. I won't.
And I will highly suggest that if, God forbid, and I don't like using ifs, But if she tried to come back, don't take her back. Don't cry or do anything. Just say no. It's over. And she's going to want you even more so. She's going to offer you sex, food, and everything. She's going to try to pretend she's nice just to draw you back in. Don't fall for it.
I won't. That's exactly what I needed to hear this morning. I feel I hear the Father talking through you, Jesse. So I appreciate it.
You're welcome. And just go about your day, man, and stay present, knowing that you're not the thoughts and the feeling. That's the false you. That is not you. The real you feel nothing about the situation at all. And you just been identified with the false you. Cut it out.
That'll be a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
And don't forget the song, I'm all out of love. I'm so lost without you.
Made me laugh. I didn't think I could laugh on a day like this.
Amazing.
Thank you.
All right, buddy. I wish
care.
you well.
Appreciate it. You too.
All
Bye-bye.
right. Bye now. Amazing. I know that pain.